EJ is a global company that runs on family values. A company committed to improving infrastructure in neighborhoods, villages, and cities around the world. A company committed to safety, honesty and integrity, respect for others, environmental and social responsibility, quality and excellence. A company committed to people, our employees, our customers, our suppliers, and the neighborhoods in which we live and work. Today, we're known as the leader in providing infrastructure access solutions, with manufacturing, sales, and distribution centers in North America, Europe, and countries in the Asia Pacific. The solutions we create are in service around the world. Solutions that are solid, smart, and enduring. Solutions that will last for generations. The difference between EJ and many other global companies is that we are a family-owned business, enabling us to make decisions for the long term based on our strong family values. As a family business, we have the freedom to exercise these values, which have been carried down through generations, without compromise. This heritage is our charter, our compass, and our guide. Here's the story of how we began, how we faced challenges, and our determination to be the global leader in infrastructure access solutions. In 1879, at the age of 16, William E. Malpass left England on a ship and set sail for North America, first arriving in Quebec, Canada. Having little resources, he worked various jobs before entering the United States by way of the Port Huron and Sarnia ferry. Once in the States, he gained employment as a woodcutter in the orchards on a farm owned by Richard W. Round. In a country abounding with opportunity and a desire to pursue his dream of becoming an entrepreneur, he apprenticed himself to Richard, who was employed as an ironmaster in the Foundry business in Detroit, Michigan. The professional and personal bonds of respect and trust grew quickly between Richard and William. Not only had William become a trusted employee, but a relationship between William and Richard's eldest daughter, Alice, had begun to blossom. Richard W. Round was drawn to northern Michigan during the lumbering boom and made the decision to move his family to the Traverse City area. William E. Malpass was soon to follow the Round family to the region. Alice and William were married shortly thereafter. With a desire to help his daughter and new son-in-law settle in a solid, respectable business, Richard and William became partners and established the Round and Malpass Foundry on November 8, 1883, in the village of East Jordan, Michigan. Recognizing the need to build a machine shop to complement the foundry, William wrote to his brother James, a journeyman machinist in England, asking him to come and help. James Malpass set sail with his bride of 2 days to join his brother in America. The brothers built their machine shop and produced parts for the lumber industry. The foundry flourished. They began casting parts for machinery, ships, agricultural equipment, and railroads. In 1886, 3 years after starting the partnership, Richard W. Round sold his interest in the business to James. James and William Malpass renamed their foundry East Jordan Iron Works. In the 1920s, when the lumbering era began to decline, East Jordan was no longer the hub of industrial activity it had once been. The hardwood trees and great white pines were gone, and sawmill towns were dying. William E. Malpass turned his entrepreneurial vision south, seeking out new possibilities in growing cities. By the time the last sawmill closed, East Jordan Iron Works had established a new reputation, producing quality street castings, waterworks valves, and fire hydrants for Detroit. The 1929 stock market crash pulled the entire nation, and eventually the world, down into the Great Depression, creating a sense of despair and dampening the spirits of even the hardiest. William E. Malpass was determined to weather the depression. He adjusted working hours, encouraged employees to plant gardens, and ensured that his workers had enough coal to keep their families warm. The Malpass tenacity and ability to adapt prevailed during the Depression, and the mold was set for the generations to come. Throughout the 20s and 30s, William had gradually turned the company over to the second Malpass generation, 3 of his sons, William Henry Will Malpass, Richard Dick Malpass, and Theodore Ted Malpass. The business expanded into new markets, allowing continued success in changing times. Through World War II, the Foundry produced castings for the war effort, pushing manufacturing capabilities to a new level. In the 1950s, the Malpass family's third generation of business leaders emerged. Cousins Bill and Bruce Malpass began investing in automation. The business had grown to envelop 5 acres with foundry and machine shop floor space of over 56,000 square feet. East Jordan Iron Works became incorporated in 1953. Bruce and Bill Malpass strengthened the family legacy by continuing to invest in the East Jordan community, reaffirming their commitment to its people. They encouraged employee advancement in the company, hosted the popular Foundry Picnic, and expanded the Malpass Foundation, which was put in place to give back to the people of East Jordan. During the 1960s, the third generation converted the foundry to an automated high-pressure molding line. By integrating automatic sand processing and mechanized casting handling systems, the company was operating the largest automated molding line in the United States and maximized production capabilities. The shift to automation changed the foundry forever and increased the company's strength in the marketplace. Production of brake drums and other industrial products began. The company opened more sales offices. Its products became part of the infrastructures in Chicago, Cleveland, and other cities throughout the Midwest. Bill and Bruce also set things in motion for the fourth generation of family members, with the hope that they would one day carry on the Malpass legacy. The transfer of leadership was not a given. It had to be earned through hard work, discipline, and education. Beginning in the 1980s, the fourth generation descendants of the Malpass family began leading the business. They put forth a new growth strategy, and the family's entrepreneurial vision broadened. Bill's son, Fred Malpass, and Bruce's sons, Tracy and Tad Malpass, transformed the Midwest business into an international leader of providing access solutions to infrastructure systems. Beginning in the 1990s, acquisitions throughout the United States allowed the company to expand product lines, sales offices, distribution capabilities, and customer services across North America. In 2001, a new foundry was built in Oklahoma, providing additional capacity to support markets in the United States as well as Central and South America. Soon after, East Jordan Iron Works began turning its attention to expansion in other parts of the world. Significant steps in establishing a presence in Europe began with the purchase of Cavanagh Foundry in Ireland in 2000 and Norinco in France in 2004. This added well-positioned market leaders of high-quality infrastructure products to the global footprint. Fortifying the company's presence in the Americas, McCoy Construction Castings in Canada was acquired in 2006, which established a commitment to distribution in Canada. In 2010, Havestock, located in Australia, extended distribution, service, and fabrication into Australia, New Zealand, and Southeast Asia. Throughout the same time, East Jordan Iron Works made additional acquisitions and opened sales offices around the world, establishing themselves in important new markets, including Mexico, South America, and the Middle East. With these major advances, they became a global enterprise, and the fifth generation of the Malpass family started joining the company. Fred's children, Andrew and James Malpass, and Susie Porter, as well as Tracy's children, Lindsay Malpass Scope and Matthew Malpass, have taken on leadership roles, contributing their knowledge and continuing a legacy of the family business. At the beginning of 2012, nearly 128 years after the company began, East Jordan Iron Works and its acquired companies united under one brand, EJ. Its single mission, vision, and set of values leverages all company resources to improve internal operations as well as provide superior product offerings and services to its valued customers. EJ continues to invest in their facilities, acquire businesses that provide value and diversity, and expand manufacturing capabilities. In 2017, they broke ground for a new foundry in Elmira, Michigan, near East Jordan. The new facility will utilize the most up-to-date global manufacturing technologies and be designed for the implementation of best practices in the core areas of safety, quality, and the environment. Additionally, it will allow EJ to meet the demands of the marketplace, better serve customers, and be poised for continued growth within the access solutions business. With a long, successful heritage of meeting change with innovation, EJ continues to evolve, offering a broad range of reliable products that meet the needs of water, wastewater, transport, energy, and telecommunication projects around the world. From cast, fabricated, or composite materials, EJ remains 100% owned by the descendants of William E. Malpass, with corporate headquarters remaining in East Jordan, Michigan. The fourth and fifth generations are dedicated to maintaining the company's long-established culture and values by working together to set strategies and priorities. They continue to invest in new and modernized facilities and their loyal employees. EJ is one of the most stable, progressive, and well-tooled manufacturing companies in the world. We are EJ.